Top animals that can live after death. Immortality has long fascinated us humans. Numerous people have searched for the secret of living forever for centuries. But it seems like we've been beaten to it by our animal friends. Today we will be looking at 10 animals that can live after death. Make sure you stay tuned for number 1, as this creature might just be immortal. 10. Cockroaches. Cockroaches are infamous for their tenacity, and are often cited as the most likely survivors of a nuclear war. Well, surprise surprise, they can live without their heads. In fact, they can go on living for weeks. Cockroaches, on the other hand, don't need their heads to breathe, as they do this process through little holes located on their bodies, called spiracles. Although a headless cockroach will die of starvation eventually, it will take weeks for them to do so. 9. Bees. No, bees die and they stay dead. A bee might be dead, it can still sting you. Due to the simple physiology of bees, these actions are not controlled by the bee's simple brain, but rather by involuntary impulses. So, if you think that you're safe picking up a dead bee, think again. 8. Chickens. Chickens can still run around with their heads cut off, and there is a very simple reason for this, and it's not because chickens are zombies. Well, if a butcher chops a chicken's head to high, most of the time it's just the forebrain of the chicken that comes off with its head, leaving the brainstem and the cerebellum quite intact. In fact, if the butcher also misses the jugular, not only will the chicken continue to move, it sometimes can still breathe. Of course, it will eventually starve to death, but there is one special case that a chicken survived 18 whole months without its head. 7. Octopus. It's not really the octopus that survive after being chopped up, but rather their 8 wily arms that continue to move about. The reason why octopus arms maintain mobility even after being chopped off is quite fascinating. And these arms can continue reacting to stimuli even after they are no longer connected to the main brain. In fact, they remain responsive even after the octopus has been long dead and the arms severed. 6. Salamander. This animal has always been synonymous to long life and immortality. It's even been reviewed by people who believe in magic, believing that the amazing ability for it to regenerate its body part is considered paranormal. Salamanders have the uncanny ability to regenerate any part of its body that has been chopped off. More amazingly, these regrown parts actually function the same as, or in some cases even better than, the original parts. 5. Frogs. It has been discovered that frogs continue to move around even when they are brain dead, or to put it more accurately, with its brain missing. But what happens when you remove the frog's brain but leaves its body intact? Brainless frog actually behaves very similarly to a frog with its brain matter perfectly intact, and if you turn the frog upside down, it will rise itself back up. 4. Flies. Flies can survive freezing temperature and go into some kind of animation. This amazing ability to survive freezing temperatures is not why the humble fly makes it to this list. Female flies will live for several days after they have been decapitated, and they can do and engage in reflex actions such as flying and under duress, walking. That's right, chop off a female fly's head and not much changes really. If anything, it sort of try to make the fly more human-like. 3. Turtles. The hearts of fish, reptiles, birds and mammals have like their own pacemaker cells. They take over when the signals of their brainstem are not coming through for some reason, which ensures that their hearts still function for a while even when the brain does not. Their body has amazing potential for producing energy without oxygen. Their hearts has their own fuel sac, and they won't give up until their last fuel sac has been used up. 2. Snakes. A snake's head, a vessel for its fangs and deadly poison sacs, still has the ability to bite you and deliver deadly venom even if it's no longer attached with the rest of its body. Snakes detect heat's signature with its head, and if you are close enough to the head of the snake that has been cut off, it can still sting you and deliver deadly venoms that can kill you. 1. Flatworms. Flatworms are masters of regeneration. They can rebuild any part of their bodies after amputation. If one is cut in half, then the head portion grows a tail and the tail portion grows a head. Cut it into 20 places and 20 new worms are created as a perfect replica of the original. Do you know some other animals that can survive after death? Then write down the name in the comments. Thanks for watching.